That's lovely. That'll do me. That'll do me.
Hey folks, and welcome back to our tour, our group tour of the River Kwai. And if you watched the first two episodes, this will be, of course, the third installment today. But first episode, we got out here in the area and we checked into this resort. And last episode, we looked at the resort and had an evening and a breakfast. And that's what we're finishing up right now. And then in this episode, we will head out, and we've got a lot of ground to cover. We're going to look at the whole area up here in Kanchanaburi and go all along both rivers Kwai. Of course, you've got the Kwai Yai and the Kwai Noi, the big and the small. But anyway, a lot to do today, and we'll end up at another hotel, so let's jump right into it.
We're all getting ready to leave. And one thing I noticed that happens, the kind of concierge that comes with us, I call him the van guy because he drives the van, gives the bikes a once over in the morning. So he's got, not only has the extra bike, but he also kind of anything mechanical, checked all the tires, maybe, I don't know, could lube the chains, whatever. But you know, whatever they need just to make sure at the end of the day or the beginning of the next day where all the bikes are got what they need. So far, nobody's needed the extra bike. Everybody's okay. Everything's performing. But he's ready for it in case. Sun's out, clear blue, bright blue sky, and we're ready to hit it. So we'll say goodbye to the hotel here and the swimming pool and all that stuff, and we'll see what's next.
So our first stop today was the Hindot Hot Springs. It's a geothermal hot springs here in a jungle setting. It's down like a river down here. I'll try to show you what I can. But unfortunately, and this would be a theme carried out throughout the day, they were closed. They were closed. There's a lot closed right now because there's some different outbreaks during Songkran and things like that. So there's the sign, that guy right there saying, basically we're closed. So we're reformulating a plan, and time we did all that, I think the first thing we'll do is stop and get some gas. So I'll show you how that works. We generally did like maybe 2 gas pumps. You get in line 3 or 4 each behind each gas pump, and you fill up your tank, and they fill up your tank for you, of course, and then you just pull forward, the next guy fills his up, and it's all in the same bill. Gas is included with this, so then the tour leader will pay the final gas bill. So no need to dig your wallet out or anything like that. Just pull up, get your gas, and you're on your way. But we stopped a lot of times at these PTT stations because in addition to gas, a lot of times they also have coffee.
Yeah, I need an ATM. You stole my money. I got no money.
Where's all your coffees? I thought you were getting coffee.
I think the PTT station has been the official gas station of the trip. And coffee stop. This was a coffee stop, but we got gas too. So we're heading out. We got a really nice ride today through some nice roads and around a dam, everything. So if they don't imagine they need any more coffee, I guess we can go.
So our next stop would be Hellfire Pass, basically a war memorial, really neat place. You can see where they've mined stone. I think some of the original tracks of the railroad still remain, but as I said before, we get there and they were closed.
Hellfire Pass, but I think they're closed. Whoops. I think they're closed. Denied. Checkpoint. 600 kilometers, first checkpoint.
So yeah, I know hard to hear over that background noise, but about 600 kilometers up to this point, and this would be our first checkpoint. Now, there was a pickup truck that just passed the group, like probably 100 meters or so before this checkpoint. And kind of something like this, rolling coal, a little bit unsafe speed-wise, kind of close to us. And I don't think he knew the checkpoint was there, so he stops at the checkpoint before us, and I think the guard, the officer at the checkpoint, gave him a bit of a talking to. And then issued us an apology for the guy and a hand salute, and we were on our way.
I guess we just stopped for some scenery. We passed the big dam. I wanted to stop and look at that. What do you know? I wasn't the only one who wanted to stop at the dam. So we came back. We just breezed by some of these places, but we're gonna take some pictures here. It's beautiful. It's a big mountain behind the dam, beautiful blue water. Gorgeous day.
So yeah, this would be the Tatunga Dam. It's down in the Erawan National Park. We started the day up in the Sayuk National Park, so we're kind of on the other side, the other river now, but we've got a couple stops to make along here, and that's kind of what this whole day is about, ironing all these stops out.
They wanted to stop and see plastic elephants. Some kind of elephant shrine or something. Big mountain back there. Nice. A lot of stuff on the way. One of the things they're doing on this inaugural trip is they're trying to figure out all the places where people might want to stop and take photos and things you'll see. Things maybe you wouldn't normally see unless you were with a group that knew. Alright, we made it to the next dam. Sinakareen Dam. It's a big one. They've got a place to park, but I gotta walk over here to get a good shot. Wow, we're kind of on a ridge, looking down. I'll show you. Wow, just beautiful, just beautiful. Things like this are the reason you'll have a great time on this trip. There's so many things to stop and see. They're getting them all together. By the time you come, it'll work like clockwork, but it's a little funny watching them stumble through it the first time, if I'm honest. A little cooler than everywhere else right up here on this, because we're so high elevation wise, looking down. So a little bit cooler, just a little bit with a breeze. Feels good, feels great. Not sure what the next stop is, but I kind of hope it's lunch. Getting hungry. I think it's closed. We were going to go on the top of the dam, but it's closed. So we won't.
So we made it back down out of the national park just in time for lunch. This is called the Kunlung Thai restaurant. Now, I'm not sure this will be actually on the tour, but I imagine there will be a restaurant similar, but you'll see what I mean when we get in here. It's just a nice place to stop because it literally, quite literally, is right on the river. And when you're touring the river, I think you expect to kind of be on the river, just like this. So they have a host of Thai food offerings, and there's a lot of places like this. That's why I'm saying I'm not sure it'll be this exact place, just because the location, once they iron out all these stops, the location for lunch may need to be somewhere different. But anyway, we'll see what they got.
Did you order me that bangers and mash?
I wish they had it.
It's Tuesday, bangers and mash day. I just settled for a minced beef and onion pie. Just thought I'd torment them.
So yeah, I don't think they're going to have any English fare here. It's going to be Thai food. It's a Thai restaurant, but we are right on the river. I ordered a Penang guy there, Penang chicken. My buddy over there, fried rice. I'll show you some of the food, but they had a very, very good selection.
All right, so we'll enjoy some lunch here at the river. Looks good, smells good. We'll see how it tastes.
So yeah, it tasted great. No complaints from anybody. At least I didn't hear any. And the portion size was actually the portion size. Oh, look at all that meat. The portion size is actually larger than what I was used to. So kudos to them for that. But like I said, not sure that this restaurant will really be on the tour.
A brilliant lunch. I think everybody enjoyed it. We're gonna saddle back up, hit the road. That's what we do. We stop, we do what we're gonna do, then we just hit the road. Last 2 days. We got one more day tomorrow, but that'll be a trip back home. But we'll see where we're gonna end up tonight. I think we're gonna be in the city of Kanchanaburi tonight, and we'll see what's doing there.
So that's right, we made it into the city of Kanchanaburi a short time later, and one incident aside, notwithstanding, that I'll tell you about in a minute, but we definitely stopped and took some photo opportunities before heading off to our hotel to refresh from the day.
We made it to the hotel, but tooling down the road after we left lunch, and I had my GoPro clipped to the windshield and it fell off on the road.
I'm just taking for a ride.
But it's still working apparently, so I'm testing to see if the media mod still work. I got a gouge on my lens, not on the lens, on the little plastic thing. I don't know. I'll investigate it when we get inside, but I'm kind of doing this clip just to test to see if it still works, and we'll see.
So while the mechanic looks at a potential problem with one of the bikes, I'll go and explore the lobby.
Lovely hotel, right on the water. I'll show you. Little lobby. Great view of the bridge. There's a bunch of those like kind of floating seafood restaurants around the bridge. I don't know what we'll eat for dinner. That'll be after a shower anyway, but a lot of dining options right around here with those floating restaurants and the town. I don't think you could get closer to the bridge than we are in terms of hotels, so we'll go up and check out the room once we check in.
Yes, and in case if you might have guessed that this afternoon got very, very hot. The last hour or so on the road was pretty brutal. So everybody was ready for a cold shower and a little bit of relaxation. And this was my room. Looks nice, very modern, very clean. Check this out. There you go. Like that. What's not to like?
That's lovely. That'll do me. That'll do me. A little bit of a cleanup and great room right on the river. I'll show you around the room a little bit. Coffee maker, big TV, beautiful view. I'll show you the GoPro. So what happened is I don't wear it on my helmet all the time because I don't want it catching a lot of debris and have pits in the lens and scratches in the lens. I only put it on my helmet when I want to record. I have a clip on the inside of my windshield and I clip it there so I can get to it quick. Just stop for a second, get to it, put it on. And I was using it, I put it back into the clip, and I must not have put it in right because we set off and it popped right out, went down through the forks. I went to grab it, but too late, and going about 70, 80 kilometers an hour, and I looked back and I saw it back in my mirror, and then I saw it like hit something and jump way up in the air and then come down. So I pulled over, went back. One of the riders behind me had already retrieved it off the road and handed it to me, and then it's got some little scuffs and scrapes, but it seems to be working. Can't believe it. Screen's not cracked, lens isn't cracked. Little bit of a chip in the far right corner of the lens. I'll show you, but I don't know. I haven't watched the footage back on the computer or TV yet. But on the screen here it looks okay, so fingers crossed. I might have been lucky.
So I did have some free time to go out and explore the town on foot a little bit. Just around the hotel, there was this museum with what looked like maybe an original train from the railroad, and another monument and park in town. Very nice and cool back there. And last but not least, there was this thing. I just stumbled upon all this. I have no idea what that's about, but it is time to go out for the evening.
So we're all refreshed, going out for the evening. And like I told you in the beginning, he's got this van. So you go out in the evening, we can just take the van. We're going out just to go to a restaurant or get some drinks or whatever. So we've been on the bikes all day. Last thing we want to do is get back on the bikes and go out for dinner. We'll just take the van. Because we got a long day tomorrow as well, through Bangkok.
So there you go, almost the end of another day. Next time we'll come back and we will conclude this tour. We'll start by looking at our evening out in the van. And we'll finish up by answering all your questions and going through all the details and the how muches and all that stuff that everybody's been asking about. So keep the questions coming, though. Keep the questions coming. I will get a chance to look at them all before creating the final episode. So hope you enjoyed this one. I'm going to go ahead and leave it off right here. And as usual, I'll thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.